to MLW Confusion. I'm your host Rob Cameron, bringing you all that you may or may not need to know about Major League Wrestling and its television programming. This week we got a special interview coming up, but first, let's talk about the news. Now, of course, it's an off week for MLW, and being as such, they're kind of stingy with some of the updates that are going on. But we do have 2 matches announced for Blood and Thunder. That's going to be July 12th, a Friday, at the Coliseum in St. Petersburg, Florida. The first match is going to be Mads Kruger and Matthew Justice going at it in a 3 Stages of Destruction match. Evidently, this is going to be their take of 3 Stages of Hell. Stage 1 is going to be a street fight. Weapons encouraged, no hold barred. Pinfall submission must be a winner. Stage 2 is a first blood match. Self-explanatory. First person to make their opponent bleed wins. And so I guess that means there's no blood in the first fall. That would be interesting. I have yet to see. I think that would be a sight to see. You bust a guy open during the first fall, and then does that count towards the second fall? Or do you have to get a new cut for that to count? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this time. And if need be, Stage 3 is medically evacuated. I assume this means some variation of ambulance match. I don't really know. They're just throwing out like WWE buzzwords at this point, so I have no clue what's going on for that one. It just says on the descriptor that the winner is the one who forces their opponent to be medically evacuated from the arena. So my recommendation to either one of our competitors is to bring a gun and shoot the other. You're going to the hospital real quick if you get shot, if you ask me, but, what do I know? I do know that we have one other match announced, and this one has potential to be match of the night, depending on how you take the view of things. But it's been announced that the newest member of Contra Unit, Minoru Suzuki, is returning to MLW. The Iron Man of the last Battle Riot, by the way. Suzuki is going to be battling Akira. Akira and Contra really got into it last month during the Battle Riot, seeing Akira chokeslammed through a table off the stage during the Battle Riot match itself. Looks like Akira is going to try to get himself a modicum of revenge against the Contra Unit in general by taking on the mercenary Minoru Suzuki. Though I think this match, I don't know what else is being announced yet, obviously, but this match slaps. This match is a match I am going to be looking forward to. So that takes us about all the news that's been given out this week. Nothing has come down the pipeline, so if you're really craving some MLW stuff, be sure to check out the Urban Wrestling Network. I got a handful of videos coming out this past week covering various topics within MLW, fantasy booking, speculation of where things are going, etc., etc., etc. So, they're on YouTube, Urban Wrestled, NW, do good work over there. But coming up after the break, special guest, the Killionaire himself, former Mr. 485, I believe the number was. I didn't check because I remember this old nickname because it's 3 years old. But J Boujii is coming on the show, former member of the Boujii Fan Club. I guess he's still technically a member. He's never been removed. He just doesn't appear on the Boujii fight trains. And I've already rattled on incoherently ad nauseum about the Boujis when you had a J Boujii hanging out right there. But we cover a little bit of MLW before talking about what he's got coming up here in the future and what he's accomplished recently. So be sure to hang around after we get ourselves some energy drinks to listen to the interview with J Boujii. So that being said, let's just kind of get right to it. We're going to go to break. Stay tuned. Get yourself an energy drink or whatever it is you do for the next 30 seconds. We'll be back. Un momento. If you're like me, sometimes you need a pick-me-up to get you through the day. I drink Ray's Energy for that pickup. Ray's comes in a bunch of different flavors, and more recently Italian Ice, which is great, by the way. And it contains no sugar, so there's no crash after you drink it. And really, best of all, if you go through me and go to wetrepsports.com, use my code CASS, you get 15% off your order. So, also, be like Cass, drink Ray's Energy. Hey everyone, back from break. MLW Confusion. I've had the opportunity to sit down with a member of the Beaumont Fight Club, J Boujii, who's out there killing it on the independent scene now. We're going to talk about what he's doing mostly now on the independent out east, specifically looking at Smashmaster and ETU. But first, welcome. How are you doing, Jay?
Good man, good. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it and everything. So thank you, man. I really appreciate you having me, man.
Well, it's great to be on. I don't like. I'm not gonna lie. Despite being an MLW podcast, I surprisingly have like few MLW alumni on here. But then again, I also don't claim to be like a good podcaster or anything like that too. So
It's funny, bro. The first time I actually heard, I think I found you on TikTok was the very first place I think that I had seen you, and I thought you're like an official part of MLW when I first seen it. I was like, oh, MLW Confusion. That's cool. That's catchy. Like, why not? Then I was like, oh, they didn't capitalize on this. So,
yeah. And the funny thing is, like, I know the higher ups are at least peripherally aware of my existence just because I've had MSL on the show before. So
oh
like, but nobody from the legal team has ever said like don't do this because like obviously my logos are in various stages of either
yeah,
direct theft. I'll throw it out there. I'm not going to lie about things, or loose interpretations of previous MLW logos. So, but like they don't care. And I know Court Bauer in the past has said like, oh, we love the small podcast because it's free promotion. So like,
what's funny, bro? Actually, man, now that you say that, what I just thought about, I had put up. So I put up my matches before that like I've had there. Like I put up my match with Thomas, the tryout match, and I put up I think the match with main event. I put up my last match that I had there, the scramble match, with like all of us from Christmas. It got flagged, man. So we take that down. I was like, wow. All
oh,
right, let me just get rid of this copyright strike. But okay.
oh, oh, if it's YouTube though, YouTube's weird about things. They
Yeah.
don't like. I have a whole like separate YouTube life that I barely touch, and like one thing's like it'll basically fly, no one cares, or maybe it'll get that half strike where they'll be like, well, you can't make any money off that, and
Yeah.
then I'll have this one video that I end up like I didn't give up on it, but I butchered it. Like it's terrible quality wise, just because I really liked the video. But YouTube is weird. So MLW might have had nothing to do with that, and it was just the robots. But it's not worth the strike on your account regardless. But keeping on with the theme of MLW, how did you end up with MLW originally? How did the tryout come along?
So I so it actually started like a year before I did anything like in ring or like on screen wise. I had went to what's the Coliseum pay per view name that they have? I forgot the full name of it, but I went to that one as part of media. So there's a podcaster Nick go by the name Duke Loves Wrestling. He couldn't cover it that day, so me and him we have a really good relationship. Especially when I first started coming up, like he gave me like a lot of like advice and like how to move like a businessman. You feel me? Because like with wrestling, a lot of people only look at it like the professional wrestling. Two words: professional and wrestling. Everybody just focuses on the wrestling aspect of it. You have to be a professional in it. You have to understand it's a business. You have to know how to make money. You have to know how to do all these type of things. And Duke really taught me that, and he taught me how to be more than just a wrestler. So at that time, I started doing like media, and that was my foot in the door because MLW I wanted to be there. Like I was saying, like, nah, this is a place like I want to be. Like this is something that's dope. This is fire. So I went there. It was myself and my girlfriend Shayla. We covered the whole event on behalf of Duke Loves Wrestling. It was really fun. I got to actually interview MSL real briefly, and then that ended up getting me an opportunity to go do River City Wrestling Con that's down in Florida. I ended up doing media for there too, and I ended up also wrestling there a year later. So time goes by. I had met Alex King probably 4 or 5 months before I went to MLW to do the media aspect for them, and we was both on the same show at Invictus Pro Wrestling, and just showed love. Just say, hey, what's up, bro? You know what's going on? Shook hands. Being real formal. And then he had hit me up a while after, and he was like, hey, have you heard of the Alex King like fight train? I was like, I said everybody just comes out with you and say like, boom, man. He's like, yeah. He's like, would you be a part of it? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, so like, why not? I'm not doing nothing else. It's in New York. You feel me? I was back in the city. It's right there in Queens. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come through, bro. So I went there, and I think, and at the time too, my boys' main event were working that show, so it was a win-win. He was like, "I'm gonna go support my boys. I'm gonna get a little shot, son. Let's do it." So I went out there. We did the whole Boujii. We had the suplex cards and everything. For how many times he would suplex someone, and I seen that as an opportunity, bro. Like a lot of people don't like extra work. They'll complain about it. Oh, I'm just getting jobbed out, whatever the case may be. But it's really what you make of it. So I was waiting, bro, until MLW dropped that footage. I mean, waiting, bro. So like when they dropped it, clipped it, threw it up. Feel me? Alice Kane, let's go, Boom my, everything. Like I was promoting as if I was actually on MLW and part of the Boom My Fight Club, and that's what Alice Kane loved about it. And I believe MSL and Court they took notice to it. So I ended up going to Philly that next day. Did the same thing. The night he won the what is that called? The Battle Royale. Yeah, yeah, the Rumble
Battle
that they
Royal.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
He won that. I was there too, promoting it right there, front and center. Doing everything. And then like I also wore my Kobe Grinches. So like those are the one sneakers I would always wear because I knew they were lime green and bright as hell, and I would stand out. Everyone wears all black. Always because I was like, yo, can I wear my sneakers, bro? Just like little things, little things that help me stand out some more. So we did that. They loved it, and he ended up hitting me up like, yo. Are you available this day? We want to do a tryout match. I was like, oh, hell yes. He said it's going to be you versus Thomas. So I was like, all right, great, let's do it. So I got there to the building that day, and it's crazy, bro. It was raining so much, man, and it was just bad traffic. I got there a little late, so I get there, getting everything set up together and all that. So I was like, all right, it's like, yo, just go out there, do your best, and let's see what's up. So everybody seen the match I had with Thomas. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a good way to introduce me as someone that was new, whether they had plans for me or not. Like it was fun, and like I did not know I was gonna become like an actual member there. Like I found out all like within those moments and everything. So I like that was like really really cool. Like when you picked up the mic and everything like that. So I would say like my start really got me there because I did media and I found a way to not rely on just being a wrestler. I made connections. I found a different to get in front of these people, and that's how I ended up becoming Boomerang. And just social media presence is a really big thing nowadays. So that helped me a lot.
And I know this is something that gets hammered in a lot, is that wrestling is a lot of, who you've made contact with,
Yeah,
like
bro.
maybe not necessarily maybe not friends with, but at least like, again, networking, like at least being like, oh yeah, that guy does good work, we can at least bring him in
Yeah,
for this role, and then
literally, bro.
come
Literally,
come
because
along.
like the thing that happened too was like the way I explained it to me is like we needed someone for a role, and it's like I knew you could handle it. I seen what you could do. I knew it was going to, and it's like it's really what it is. Like okay, what do we need for at this time? All right, who can vouch for you? Because I've sent my stuff to them so many times, email, MSL so many times. Like so, we had did the It's funny, we had did the Takeover versus SCP show, and I had emailed MSL around that time, like when we was done with it. And then once I was like on MLW and doing things, he responded to me on that thread that was like 2 years ago, which was so funny. I'm just there like, all right, so that shows that you got my emails. At least I know you got it, but this is where we at now. But it's definitely a who you know, man. Like you have to make connections because like 9 out of 10 times, man, they done seen everything, and like they know a person who can do, a damn cartwheel, a moonsault, whatever the case may be. Like how can you stand out? And it's through connections and it's your personality and social media, like everything that's not wrestling, bro. Literally.
And like and MLW's let like some behind the scenes footage come out, and it shows like that you and Alex Kane are
Yeah.
tight. Like they showed like behind the scenes, like after the title wins, and then after your inclusion into the Beaumayes, and I thought that was a nice touch, especially when they were kind of like when he got the world championship, and they were really kind of like pushing him, like
Yeah, bro. It was
giving the
fun.
baby face rub, and it was kind of
Yeah.
neat seeing that. And like to kind of keep rattling coherently, I also like the part where like yeah, the Beaumayes were just like a fight team originally, and then started coming together as a full on stable, bringing you in, and then also bringing in O'Shea Edwards. And I thought like you all filled in kind of a role in there, because I think stables should have like maybe not totally clear designations, but like everybody has a role they can fill within within the stable. And like it was great seeing someone that could like take to the middleweight division within the Beaumayes.
Hell yeah, bro. Listen, man. It was like when it first started, it was exciting. Like I'm a person. I came in with ideas for Alex, like, yo, during your entrance, let's try to do this, let's try to do that, because we have everybody come out, like, do the boom and everything. Like, I want to do little things where I'm like moving the camera side to side, then like I throw it or whatever the case may be, then boom, Alex comes out, his pyro hits, like, little things like that to like add to, because like the people liked it, bro. Like it was fun. Like it seemed like really, really exciting at the time. Like there was a lot of ideas. I know O'Shea wanted to do some stuff. Thomas would first of all, I love Thomas. He's hilarious. He is hilarious, and bro. That's like the best part of like my time there is just being with Thomas. He is hilarious. But it was like, listen, we did what we could, and it was fun. Um, I think that like there was definitely a lot more that could have been done, especially with myself and O'Shea. More so really O'Shea. Um, but I'm thankful for it. You feel me? I know I might say like new things online or talk about things like, oh, they forgot what's whatever, but like I'm really thankful because like it taught me like TV. Like I got to experience like what it is like working on a TV level kind of production, and to bring that back to my independence where like I might just be wrestling for YouTube again, or like a IWTV, whatever the case may be, which isn't a knock, but it's definitely a learning curve when you have like a whole like formula, like how they follow, and you gotta fill your role, bro. Like you really gotta fill your role, and then like that's how you learn from it,
No, and they still had fusion going on during your tenure, and working with
yeah,
TV is like a whole nother beast. Like
bro.
one thing, like it's one hand going on the indies where like you can play fast and loose with the times, but
Yes, yes,
but being on TV is a whole nother beast. And
bro. Yeah, you listen. Like it was one episode, bro, where it's like is me and Thomas versus main event. I believe it was. I didn't know he was getting pyro, bro. I just came out and I was just going. So I'm like, I know they count intro time and then the time in the ring. I'm just going. I'm watching the backup like, y'all couldn't tell us we was gonna get the pyro. Like I ain't never had pyro before, bro. So I was happy to get that.
oh, see, I'm thinking like the horrifying like a lot of that pyro is so bloody loud, and so like I could just see myself like just doing my thing coming out there, and then the pyro goes, and then I have like a Gilbert response where like I have like a small
And it's like,
heart
oh,
attack,
what was
even if it
that?
was nowhere near me. But like despite some of the misgivings about how I don't want to say how the Beaumaye ends because it's still going on, but how they've shifted focus of Beaumaye, at least you've managed to kind of find the positives about it. and
Oh yeah, yeah,
and like I will like
100%.
even if you'll be politically correct, I'll just throw out there, dude, MLW guys, like you brought in name, like you made us care about the Beaumayes as individual members, and now nothing. What are y'all doing? Boujii's being nice about it. I have got on my soapbox lots of times about this, so like this is not
Hey,
me new.
listen, I appreciate that you care about me, and the little bit I was able to do. So thank you, everyone else who did care. It's funny, bro. People still ask me if I'm a part of it to this day. I started showing Sundays. Yo, what's up with Boomaye? Bro, I'm not there. You haven't seen me on those program in like 6 months, bro. I can't tell you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like I do like occasionally do a modicum of like research for the show, and like yes, I've watched Fusion live, like I catch all of it, but like time means nothing nowadays, and so much changes in the world of professional wrestling. I had to like go like make sure like, huh, like like you had more matches in MLW than I quite remember, or like, oh, I didn't actually stop and count them. Like I just thought it was mostly the Bomai stuff, and they just dropped everything. Like no, you were on screen for 6-7 months technically, at least with how the release schedule of everything was.
Yeah,
But yeah,
bro.
I don't know. We should just hit up Kane and be like, go full on Bomaye on the Indies. I know he has his various crews and other places, but yeah, but that's just me, being super fan and armchair booking. That's why you have a podcast, is so you can get yourself a nice little beard like I do and just shout out opinions like regardless of their functionality. But that being said, like, do you even have time to Bomaye? Because we got a whole list of things. Like right now, you are the brand new Grand Dragon Championship over at
Yes,
BCW.
sir.
Like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you were in the original. Was it the original tournament you were in? Like,
Yeah, bro.
so
Yeah,
what does that
yeah.
mean to go from like being in the tournament for it, and then like 2 years later being able to hold the gold?
Um, man, it's something, bro. Just cause like you said, I was there when the conversation of the belt was being made. Like, I was there for that. Like that, cause I got to BCW around anniversary 5, so at the time, I believe Marina Shafir was still champion, and so the BCW World Championship wasn't there. So they needed another title to come in, like main event the show, like have something for people to fight for. So they created this championship here, and I was in that tournament. I made it to the second round, and I ended up losing to Gangon, which is crazy. And he had Prince Nana at the time, who was doing the embassy thing. And then from that point on, I went on like a full like rampage. I'm like, nah, that title was mine. You know what I'm saying? So I was calling people out. Like I was putting up wins. I ended up facing Lance Hawaii. I ended up beating him. Then I went on to finally face Khan. I didn't beat Khan, but I got in the ring with Khan because they're part of the embassy and everything. And then all the way up until now, just on Sunday we had this match, and it hurts when I sneeze, bro. Like it hurts, bro, for real, for real. But I feel like I really earned this just because like I had to put in the work, bro, for legit 2 years, man. Like 2 years chasing it, and like I've had championships before, like I've done these things before, but it's like this one feels like real to me. It feels like damn, like I did something, and like be able to celebrate with my girlfriend Shayla, and she brought my son in the ring, which I did not want to happen. Like I hate when wrestlers bring their family rings. Bro, I hate that. I'm not that guy, but it was one of those moments where it was like a real genuine, authentic time where I felt like the people were so happy for me, and I feel like she was happy for me. My son was happy, even though he's only 10 months. We're just like it just felt like the right thing to do. So like, whenever the footage comes out, you'll see me just be like, "Oh man, here she come." But I was happy about it. But you know, um, it's great having this championship. BCW was one of the first places that really like believed in me after I left Takeover and started doing my own singles run and everything like that. So it means a lot being the champion for me.
Well, and again, nothing to sneeze at, but you beat world class competition to get the belt. I mean, Anthony Argonne is not a guy to sneeze with. He's been around the block a handful of times.
Yeah, man, yo, bro, and it's like I've been having like matches where like I'm good, I'm okay and stuff. Where I'm satisfied with it, but like I feel like that pushed me. And like going into it, I didn't really know what to expect and like how to like really go about it. But I feel like that match really like got me to that next level that like I want to be at. And you hear people say next level this, next level that, but it's like it doesn't mean okay now I'm here. It's just like okay like I entered a new threshold. Like now like I feel like okay I can compete at this level. Okay, now I know how to maneuver about things. Now I know what it feels to be a champion. I feel like a champion. You feel me? Like that moment where everyone was really genuinely happy for me. They was clapping to my theme song, chanting new champ. Everyone like that was like the stuff that like you see like on WWE and like AEW and TNA and all that stuff. It was like damn, like the people really believe you and they were so invested. Like so I'm proud of that match. I can't wait for it to come out so I can watch it back. I remember exactly what happened that causes me to hurt when I sneeze. So I can't wait to see that part specifically. But it's been good, man. I'm having a fun time. It's the summer of Boujii Deluxe, and what better way to start it off than with a championship? A week before my birthday. My birthday's next Wednesday. Celebrate with my son. Father's Day is this weekend, my first one. So I'm feeling good,
Uh,
man.
and again, that's a people sometimes put down belts, but like that, if nothing else, that just means people believe in you, and that's how much they believe in you that you can run in whatever role that belt is supposed to do, whether it's the workhorse title or the title that makes you the face of the company, that you rep the company. Like just being able to say like, yeah, that's me right now is big, especially
Yeah.
if it's like in your case, like not to it's overused right now, but to say finish the story.
Nah, yeah,
You've
yeah.
worked for this for two
It's
years.
funny. I thought that in my head. Thought that in my head. I'm like, this is what Cody must have felt like, but I ain't want to say it.
Uh,
I'm a Roman Reigns guy anyway, so you
it's a
know.
matter, it's wrestling. It's a matter of jumping on the right bandwagons at the right time. That's all it is. Um, but speaking kind of like going in with like taking this experience, taking things to the next level. There's a how I'm actually a touch more familiar, at least in terms of like you coming up on my radar, is in ETU. You've been very vocal about your involvement with ETU, and like one of the things that popped up like in my radar being, mind you, I'm out in the middle of the cornfields of the Midwest, so like I don't always have my fists on the fingers on the pulse of the out east, but the Killionaires Club is where I heard your name dropped like the first time without an MLW or Beaumaye. How did the Killionaires kind of come into play?
So so with independence, like we are all aware of the indies and the shindies. Like like we it's a part of it. It's it's how you learn, how you get your experience, you get your reps in, you do all this stuff. So ETU is one of those upper class independents, those upper tier indies. Like they're at the top of IWTV. They get the banners, everything. Like ETU is a place you want to be, especially out here on the east. So I've been kind of like, so prior to getting at ETU, I was stuck in between of like working like better indies and then being at shindies, which is normal. We all got to start somewhere. We all get our reps in. So starting with ETU, that was in the works for a little bit. I went out there, I helped a couple times, and I was just like, yo, like I want to be here. Like when I remember seeing their first show and how packed the Mecca was, Ridgefield Park. I was like, oh hell yeah, like this is where I need to be. Like people believe in this product, they're investing in this product. Like I want to perform in this amount of people. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I want to do. So I'm a big person like manifesting it. So I put out there. I said I'm gonna work here one day. So I just know I just put in the work, put in the work, whether it's a shindy or wherever the case may be. Because I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I can do regardless of whatever promotion I'm working at. So myself and PB Smooth, Pretty Boy Smooth, we made our debut in the same match for Summer Madness last year. That we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary of our debut now. And Cash Flow Kim Broadway's been there for quite some time before we got there, and he we was having conversations. He wanted to try and make something happen. So I met up with Ken right before we had got to the show. We kind of like finalized some plans out, and I won the key to the East. Help a Pretty Boy Smooth, and then I gave the key to the East to Ken Broadway so he could get his championship match because he damn sure deserved that title. We formed the Killionaires Club. Killionaires Club is just pretty much like we are three dudes from New York City that's gonna represent New York City to the fullest. Like you'll have a lot of OGs like a Homicide, a Santana, Dan Moff, and like all these other guys who came up before us, and they call them the Kings, everything like that. Which is much respect to you guys and everything. Even though Homicide dropped me on my neck, I'm definitely gonna get my rematch with him at some point. But when it comes to the now and how the independents are, we wear the crown. We are New York City, so we was like, yo, we gonna go crazy. And this is the place to do it. ETU was buzzing. So we undefeated as a tag team for a full year. And I ended up getting my first title match for the IWTV World Championship at ETU just because I've been putting in the work and just because what we've been doing. Like ETU is a place that you want to be at. And granted, struggles, Ryan, we be going at it because he be on that BS sometimes, man. He be on that nonsense, but it is what it is. So ETU it's definitely raised my stock. It's put me in that upper tier of independence, along with performing at House of Glory out here in New York City. Like I'm at places where you want to be at that has exposure, that has the eyes, that's gonna give you opportunity. Like ETU, like I said, I faced Alec Price. I was in a scramble match, a fatal four-way for the Independent World Championship. I was at House of Glory. I faced the Rascals along with Kim Broadway. As part of the Killionaires Club. You know what I'm saying? I faced over against Sunny Kiss before. Like I'm having these moments. I'm getting there, and this is all really starting because of the Killionaires. My connection with the Killionaires, and it happened at ETU. So now everything is expanding. But ETU is fun. It's vibing. Coming up on our 1 year anniversary at Summer Madness too. The front row is sold out. So if anybody is watching, listening, whatever case may be, come through if you're out here in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Because my biggest gripe too, bro, and I know I'm off a little tangent. You'll have DPW come up here, bro, and sell that place out. 200 plus people, wherever the case may be. And you got your local independents that's around here that don't even do that. Like, nah, like ECU, we not having that, bro. Like, all right, y'all could come out for them, you coming out for us. We're gonna give you a reason to leave your crib and you leave right across the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to hear the IWTV, we want to watch it live. Like, nah, come through experiences. That's what ETU is, an experience. So Summer Madness too, the Killionaires row, that's the front row, sold out. Few select second row and general admission tickets still remain. So we trying to go crazy right now. Like I said, we undefeated. We're the uncrowned tag team champions. So tag team titles are gonna get made soon. They gotta get made soon because if not, I might have to do a wellness check or something to show up at Struggle's house.
Ah, so there you go. And like again, just to put over the guys you're with, like Kenwood Broadway's been out there like killing it under the radar for a handful of years now, and
Yeah,
PB
bro.
Smooth has just come onto my radar, and like seeing him in action, like where has he been? Like why has he not been name dropped at more places? Because like
Bro,
he's a
that's the beauty.
big dude, and he's like no pun intended, smooth AF.
Bro, that's the beauty of ETU. Like I said, I can have my opinions on struggles and whatnot, but this is what ETU does. It gives guys like myself, a Pretty Boy Smooth, and a casual Ken Broadway. Cat, I think Ken been doing this for almost like 10 years now, bro. Like maybe 8 years, whatever the case may be. He's been out here and it's like now he's starting to really get that recognition. He just moved out to the Midwest too. I think he's in St. Louis now, so he's doing this thing like we trying to expand. We trying to expand. I'm here in New York. Pretty Boy is down in PA. Ken is over in St. Louis, so it's like we putting our flag everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So like we not just trying to stay local with it. Like okay, we gonna branch out. Okay, cool. You make that connection. Boom, I'm in there. Okay, I'm gonna hold down New York. You gonna hold down Pennsylvania. You gonna hold down the Midwest. All right, cool. Like let's do this, bro. So it's really exciting times, bro. And Pretty Boy Smooth is the NWA. I think it's the Mid Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Midwest Champion, bro. Like this is Exodus Pro. They just have their first title, and Pretty Boy Smooth is the champion. Matter of fact, let me look up the exact name because like I don't want to keep butchering that, but it's like bro, like we really out here really doing what we got to do. You know, there's no games being played. Like he's the NWA Exodus Midwest Heavyweight Champion, the first one ever, bro. Like come on, man, come on.
Anytime you can be the inaugural champion, there can well, that's what it is. Inaugural, it's the first, and you can't. No matter what happens, you're not going to be able to take that away from him,
Exactly,
even if you beat him for the title.
exactly, bro. And he just faced EC3, bro, like last Saturday. Just faced
NWA champion for
exactly.
those of you who aren't paying attention.
Come on,
So
tap in. Look at my guys for real.
yeah, like as I said, like I don't know how I've been able to like he's never been brought up more. Like I caught him in Enjoy originally. Like I'm a big fan of Enjoy Wrestling out of Pittsburgh, and he showed up like a couple spots for there. I'm like, dude.
Bro.
But anyway, like this is about you, not everybody else that you know you're
Nah,
also missing
missing
opportunities with.
This is what's
But yeah,
putting people
no.
on.
Oh, well, that's what I love about wrestling is like, if nothing else, like, cool. I want to watch this match or a match with this guy in it. Well, who's he wrestling? I'm not sure. It's such and such. Dude, that's a banger of a match. And now, like, and it's like, so I'm gonna go look up this guy next, and like, you know, it's just I can name drop randos that like no one's heard of like 6 months ago and are either like just now popping up, or we could just be cool and be like, Javon Evans is killing it, and like but no one knew who he was like 6 minutes ago or whatever. But speaking of continuing your role of killing it and making a name for yourself, like this has also come up on my radar as well, just because I'm a big fan of Effie, but Smashmaster Wrestling, and then doing my research on this, like you've been like steamrolling the competition in there, like since you've started. You've got like what, two losses there?
I think
and it's been like
two. Yeah, I think like two.
Yeah, you had like a DQ, and then your match with Ace Austin, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like, what's it like? What's it like being on that sort of role, and then put in a position where you can go with Ace Austin, who's member of the Bullet Club, TNA tag team champion, etc.
Bro, so it's cool, man. So that was like my first experience of like being given the ball and like being trusted. Because again, like I was in a faction. Once I left the faction, like it was a lot like on me. I'm like, all right, I'm betting on myself. Smashmaster Wrestling, along with BCW, it was like the first place that I said, all right, Boujii, we got you. So at the time, originally, the one who was running it was Adina Steele, but she ended up injuring her shoulder, and everything got like strapped. So like she was out for like a year or so, and they needed someone to step in and to do what they had to do. And it was like, all right, well, we got J Boujii here. He's in his villain arc right now. All right, cool, let's run it. And man, like I really feel like I helped really build up the 570 scene. Like I don't think there's really any other promotion out there that's really doing what Smashmaster Wrestling was doing before Smashmaster started. There's tons of amazing talent there. Philly Mike Swanson, Ricky Price, Julie Underwood, J.S. Hawthorne, who I can't wait to see him. I'm gonna punch him in his mouth. But like there's amazing talent there, and I've had some really cool moments. I put Rosh in the back of an ambulance on his birthday, which was great. I put Philly Mike Swanson on the shelf. Took him out. He tore his ACL. Awesome moment for me too. What else did I do? Oh, I made Adina Steele's boyfriend Kit Raff tap out. That was really fun. I've done a lot of things there, and like which ended up led to me getting kidnapped this past February. And I had to atone for all my sins, and they didn't put me through the ringer, but it was cool being the guy to carry the flag and to really help put it on the map. Now it's when I had to step away when my son was born. I came back now. It's 10 times better than what I was doing when I was there. Like everyone stepped up because like it was kind of like, all right, Boujii's here, Boujii's main event, he's doing this, he's doing that, and it was just like, nah, like this whole locker room, this whole roster is stacked, bro. Like I genuinely believe that, so that really helped, and being trusted to get a spot with Ace Austin, man, like on WrestleMania weekend, like that was crazy. And mind you, like I had just days before had just done extra work for TNA, ended up getting power bombed through the damn mat by Jake something because I was helping out Mustafa Ali because he tried to get him. The X Division needs weight limits. Okay, I don't care what he says, it needs weight limits in it, right? But it was fun going with Ace Austin. It was cool. I wish it was a outdoor or at least a taller venue show because it was a little short, so we couldn't go as
Oh,
crazy as we wanted to, but it was really cool. It was a fun experience. I got to work TV style again. That's my main thing, trying to work a TV style matchup. Ace had nothing but high praises for me. We spoke in the back after and everything. He gave me some really good advice, and again about connections. Literally, it deep to connections, man. Connections. And I had a good conversation. I had a really fun match with him. Can't wait to do it again. And through all that, being able to carry the ball for them for that first year, Smashmaster, getting put into a spot with Ace Austin, that all led to Effie now. Like I'm about to face Effie, who Effie is one of the greatest guys ever. Is one of the best dudes I've ever met. I met him at first time I met him was at River City Wrestling Convention. He was so nice, man, to myself and my girlfriend Shayla. So now to get in the ring with him, who's this guy who's a stalwart, at GCW, who's out here making money, who's really putting on, not just for pro wrestling, but also for, the LGBTQ community and everybody and everything that they're doing over there. So like, he's a guy that is someone you want to learn from. You want to learn from him, you want to get in there, and I hope that I get Effie with pants. I want Effie with pants because Effie, when he wore pants, he's ready. He was jumping through damn cages, bro. He was bleeding, barbed wire, damn near fire. Like I want to have a fight with Effie. You're gonna be at Voodoo. I think it's Voodoo Brewing Company, Bar and Grill, whichever it is, out there in Scranton, PA. Listen, man, can't wait. Like I love Effie. He's an amazing guy. He did serve me up on the plate, the Riley Crow, the last time he came to Smashmaster back in March, but it's okay. So I'm happy to finally have this match. So I just want to go out there, have some fun. I'm definitely looking to get a big win. I need another big win. It's the summer of Boujii, and what better way to keep on trucking after winning the title than beating Effie?
oh, that would be an amazing feather in the cap. I mean, this comes from big Effie household here. Like I love me Effie, and I think he's got a great mind for the business. And obviously, he's putting forth. He is kind of the one of the main flag bearers of the LGBTQ community within the
Mm-hmm.
world of professional wrestling. Even as a promoter, doing the big gay brunches and whatnot.
Yeah, you know what's funny
So
too? Before, like I remember I dead hit Effie just because I love Effie. Like I dead hit him to be on the shows. Like at the time, I wasn't I didn't realize it was a show to highlight other communities and stuff. You feel me? And I wasn't trying to take away from anyone, but I just love Effie so much. Like yo, bro, like I want to work for you. I want to work with you. So being able to now like just have a singles match with him and be able to punch him in the face, it's pretty cool.
see there, well, see there you go, and get stuff again and get in a big gay brunch just because like they let in like random people. They had Nick Gage on commentary, like
Yeah, bro.
which was like the best thing all night. Where like he was so supportive of everything, but at various points so confused, and that was great. Or you had like Ron Bass Jr., who was like the only person like not fully on the spectrum in a scramble match, and that was just the concept was more entertaining. Like it was a regular match, but it was just like the concept of like this cowboy and we have like the exoticos and intergender work, and it was amazing. But like but again, this is a big opportunity to continue to put your name out there because Effie is one of the names out there in independence, and obviously with the work he's doing in GCW, like that is one of the top tier like independents left. So good luck
Thank you.
on that match because again, like he's going to make you step up your game,
Yeah, bro.
whichever direction we want to, whatever way, whatever lens we want to look at it, he's going to make you step up your game.
Hell yeah, and I'm excited, man. I can't wait. Smashmaster has been good to me. They've been good to me, so I can't wait to give back and have a good match for the crowd and for the community and everything. So it's gonna be fun.
Speaking of like stepping up the game, they're bringing in Lio Rush right now, who is going through some things. We'll say with this whole Blackheart change. Like I have no clue what's going on with that
Listen,
thing.
man, look. So right now, right, the Summer and Bougie Deluxe, it's gearing up to wrap up with Lio Rush granted I get that match. That's what I'm working for right now. I won the title. Hopefully, that, and catches his eye a little bit. And notice how I say Lio Rush, not Blackheart Lio Rush, Lio Rush. Okay, emphasis on Lio Rush. So I'm going in the face of Effie. Like I said, I need a big win against Effie. Have a win for that. Then next month in July, I'm back with Killionaire Club, going up against Fresh Air. Need a big win there. You know what I'm saying? So I need these wins so when I get to put my my name in there for Lio Rush, like, hey man, like, come through. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he's gonna be at Smashmaster. I need him to understand it's not just gonna be a regular payday. You feel me? Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, this is a dream match. It's like, nah, like J Boujii's coming for that spot. Why? Because on a personal level, Lio Rush, everything that people have said about him online, everything that people have said about him in general, it reminded me a lot of myself when I first started coming up. And to see how he weathered that storm and to still be one of the most successful wrestlers ever, to tour Japan twice, you know what I'm saying, to be a multi-time champion across numerous promotions and everything, and still have that name and still go out there and put it on, that means a lot to me because it's like, that's motivation. This is a guy who I watch on TV who's damn near the same height as me, And it's like, all right, like, I could do this. You feel me? If I put in work, I could do this. And I've told him this too to his face several times. Like, we was both at the JCW Battle Bowl for like New Year's. And I told him, like, yo, bro, like, I appreciate you on some real, like, beyond the rest and stuff, just seeing everything that you do and just how, like, you navigating, like, through also people say about you and just on the personal stuff, you really out here still doing your thing. It's like, you're you. You feel me? And then, like, his theme song for the night, I'll Be Me, like, I love that song because it's him saying he gonna be him. And that's one thing about me. I'm gonna always be me. No one's gonna tell J Boujii to change. No one's gonna tell me to do this. No one's gonna tell me to do that. Like, nah, this is what you're getting. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be raw. It's gonna be authentic, 100%. So this is why I'm getting all these matches lined up. So when he does come to Smashmaster Wrestling and we do step in that ring, granted, hopefully, I get the match. We do step in that ring. He understands it's not just going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be another payday. It's not going to be, oh, I'm coming down here to give a kid a rub. None of that stuff. I'm going in there to truly prove myself, to step it up. The same way Gango made me step up. The same way I'm sure Effie's going to make me step up. The same way Fresh Air's going to make me step up as a tag competitor. I'm using all this right now. So when I do get that match with Lio Rush, I'm going to be right there. And when we're done with that, I'm going to up to that next level. I'm going to shake his hand. Again, Lio Rush, not Blackheart Lio Rush. Because listen, we don't need the goo. We don't do the goo. The goo, hell no. But Lio Rush, that is a man that I respect 100%. And to be in the ring with him and to go at it and to potentially whoop his ass and to lay him down for the 3 count and have my hand raised up high, that's all I can ask for, man. That's all I can ask for. And also keep away Blackheart Lio Rush. Do you like Blackheart Lio Rush? Why? Like, as a matter of fact, yesterday he was on an Instagram live and he was saying how, like, he had to fight from the bottom and, like, that kind of like, the bottom, brother, you going everywhere. They paying your flights, you feel me? You doing your thing, you on TV, you, like, come on, you ain't no bottom no more, man. You right up there, you eating, and I want to eat too. I want to eat how Lio Rush eating, not how Blackheart eating. But how Lio Rush is eating, I don't want to eat too. So Rim say sorry at the bottom, like, nah, you gonna come to Smashmaster, we not the bottom, but you feel me? You gonna be reminded of what it is about someone who has that hunger, that grit, that fight in them, that got something to prove. And that's why I want Lio Rush. Blackheart Lio Rush, stay the hell away from me. Do not come near me, please. But yeah, that I'm sorry, my little tangent about Blackheart. That man, oh my god, it's weird, bro. Do you see the stuff he does?
No, it's crazy. Like I'm just sitting here thinking, oh, like it's not enough for him to go do Lio Rush things. Now he's got to rip off Jushin Liger with his, was it Kenshin Liger, where he just takes off the mask, and like now he's crazy. Like, oh, cool. Like,
Hey,
but
man.
like if you could take it to that, but then again, like that brought out some of the, we'll call it best slash worst of Liger. So I can see where you don't want to touch the Blackheart.
No, don't, bro, don't. I just need the human being Lio Rush. I need the Lio Rush where it's like when the match is over, his family's gonna recognize him. Like, oh yeah, that's my baby boy. That's who I know. This is that. Like Blackheart, we don't know. We don't know where he came from. Does he have a mom? Does he have a dad? Where is he from? What do we do with him? We don't know. Lio Rush, we can handle that. We can handle that.
Well, and honestly, like, yeah, we don't need the Blackheart. Like,
Yeah.
whatever, man. I don't. If you can't win a match as yourself doing the stuff you do, like, why bring this other stuff into it?
Hey, this is this. Listen, there's no confusion here.
No
No confusion at all. You got it. You
no,
got it.
yeah. No, it is like I like some. I'm in the minority, but I'm not a huge Lio Rush guy. So like, I admit he's talented, but like as you end up putting it, like He's hungry. Well, you had a big contract. You're going to Japan. Like, do you again like? Oh, so now you need Blackheart. That relevant? Do you need that to stay relevant?
You
You
know what I'm
can't
saying?
just you were killing it as Lio Rush. Do you need to do something else?
Yeah, just be Leo. Just be Leo. Come on.
But that being said, I'm pulling for you. I'm actually like really looking forward to the Effie match that's coming up here. As we're gonna go ahead and wind things down. But as I said, you're killing it. I've been at least keeping an eye on you since MLW, catching what you've done with the Killionaires. And now Smashmaster Wrestling is coming my way too. Like I'm just becoming aware of that.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm going to be seeing a lot more J Boujii in the future.
Yes, 100%. Hopefully I'll be out your way real soon. Right now, like I'm not like I'm trying to like stay relatively close to home, like 2-3 hours away max. Just because I still have my son. My son's 10 months. He's walking now, bro. Like it's crazy. He's about to be 1 in August, so like I don't want to be a little too far, but hopefully by the last quarter of the year, and I'll start traveling again on a couple more places. But just everyone, just tap in, follow me on all socials. See where I'll be at. Streaming is a beautiful thing. You the same way how you come across me and how you come across Smashmaster, man. It's a beautiful thing. Check out Smashmaster, everybody. Please like, subscribe, follow them everywhere. Same thing with ETU. Same thing with House of Glory. Same thing with BCW. Like everywhere that I'm at, there's a lot of good things cooking up, and we just gonna keep elevating.
And where can we find you on the social media?
Oh yeah, so it's J Boujii, Boujii, TikTok. I'm not. Listen, I got to be better at TikTok.
Don't we all?
Yo, man, listen, man, it's just so much. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. I'm trying to be better on Threads now. Listen, there's so many platforms that, but yeah, there's J Boujii everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Please follow me. Hit me up. Any questions, anything like that, just let me know. Let me know some of the stuff you like about me, don't like about me, whatever the case may be. But definitely follow and tune in.
All right. Thank you, Jay. It's been great having you on the show. And again, like looking forward to the future. Again, even in the immediacy. But thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
MLW Confusion is a weekly podcast that is written and performed by Rob Kammer and is hosted by Spotify for podcasters. MLW Confusion is part of the Urban Wrestling Network, and you can check them out on the Underground Rundown on YouTube at Urban Wrestling NW. Background music for this section is Ruined My Day, performed by Alan Schroeder. If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to support, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends, family, and enemies. Leaving a review is also helpful, as word-of-mouth advertisement is very important for small podcasts. My social media links can be found in the descriptor, but the Twitter and Instagram are at The Nova of Cass, that is TheNovaofCass, and Facebook is at MLW Confusion, all one word. If you'd like to support monetarily and help upgrade my equipment, and etc., please check out the tip jar at ko-fi.com/Casanova, or if you prefer some more bang for your buck, go to patreon.com/Casanova, that is CASSONOVA, whereas for as little as $2, backers get access to the podcast early and without those pesky ads, plus other exclusive content. So join the crew that is headed up by Keith Wynn, Alan Schroeder, The False Prophet, Alexander McCarthy, and Left Tendo, and check it out. You can also find t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other merch at the Confusion Podcast store on Teespring. Links will be below. For business inquiries such as ads and sponsorships, please email at rzkammer, that is KAMERER, at comcast.net. Thank you for listening.